So we are going to finish up our foldable. Sorry we got cut off the other time. So this is part 2 of exponent rules. Okay, so the next one we're going to focus on is on the bottom and the middle. It's called negative exponents. And this one we can't just expand like we did the other ones. There is just a little bit of things that you need to know in order to do this problem. So if we ever have a negative exponent like this, all that means is that we got to drop it down to the denominator and we got to make it positive. So it's 1 over x to the 4th. And that's it. We're done. Now let's make this second problem a little bit different. Let's make this already in the denominator. Okay? So let's pretend that there's like a 3 on top. So if we see the negative exponent, what we're going to do is we're going to change its position. So before it was in the denominator and it was negative, move it up to the numerator and make it negative. That means now our denominator is just 1, which we don't even have to write. It's just 3n to the second. Okay, predict what number 3 is going to be right now. Did you get 1 over a to the 7th? If so, great job. Let's do one more problem. So add this last problem in. Let's have 7a to the 2nd over a to the negative 5th. Okay, so add this problem right now, and let's write down what it should be. So this is problem 4. Okay, so I know I've got a negative exponent, so I've got to bring it up to the top. So I have 7a to the 2nd, that all stayed, and then I've got to take the a to the 5th and bring it to the top, and there's just a 1 down here. And then I know that a to the 2nd, a to the 5th, well, that's 2 a's plus 5 more a's, so I've got 7a to the 7th. And that is my final answer. So do you notice a pattern when we've got an exponent that's negative? Write down our shortcut right here. And give yourself another shortcut for 1 over x to the negative m. What will that become? Put that there. Okay, the last rule we have is zero property. Again, we need just a little tiny bit of vocab. So anything to the 0 property is 1. So it makes it real nice when we do these problems. So x to the 0 property, or x to the 0 exponent is 1. F to the 0 exponent is 1. W to the 0 exponent is 1. Let's add in one more problem. Now let's make this one interesting. Let's make it 6p to the 0 x to the 2nd times 8 to the 0. Okay? So let's go ahead and let's simplify that. So the 6 doesn't have anything on it, so I'm just going to write down the 6. P to the 0 is 1. It's 1. And then x to the 2nd isn't anything special, and then 8 to the 0 is 1. And remember, this is all multiplication signs in between. So 6 times 1 times x squared times 1 is 6x squared. Okay. So go ahead and make a shortcut, which I kind of already told you what the shortcut is, when it's x to the 0 power. Congratulations, you just learned about the exponent properties and you are ready to try some problems on your own. Go ahead and glue this foldable in your OMG and ask for the practice page.